Hi, I'm Ken Jr. and welcome to TrainWorld TV. Here you'll find the latest and greatest in model trains. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new to our channel, we're glad you're here, and I invite you to click the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you'll never miss a video. Now, we'd also love to send you exclusive deals and special announcements that you won't find anywhere else. So be sure to sign up for our emails, TW Text, and stay connected with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget, you can shop online at TrainWorld.com for all your model train needs. Now, without further ado, enjoy today's video.
All right, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Lionel HO brand new 2026 HO catalog review. And we're here with my two good friends, Ryan from Lionel and also Megan from Lionel. How you both doing tonight?
Great to be back with you again, Ken.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you. And you know, not only do we do some great O-scale shows, but HO, Lionel is back in the game and doing some great things and shaking up the market for the HO side of things. And they really put together a really awesome catalog. And let's bring up the spread here. That's the brand new HO scale Lionel 2026 HO catalog.
Yes, our spring release for HO, a whole lot of great new product in here. Most of this hard work is Megan's, and she did a great job laying everything out. If you're a fan of us in O gauge, or you've seen the O gauge catalog, you'll recognize a lot of favorites that have made their way into the HO world this year. So we're really excited to bring this one to everybody as always. Catalog is all digital, so you can grab that off of Lionel.com. Or, of course, you've got everything on TrainWorld.com as well. All the products is there, too, and easy to search. So you make that easy for everybody to go shopping, and we hope that you will.
That's great. And why don't we kick it off and see what we got?
All right. Well, we'll start off with one of our new high-end Berkshire locomotives. This is all new tooling. We announced this new tooling project last year, actually, and the tooling is now complete. We're waiting on our first, what we call engineering prototypes, or our first tooling test samples from the factory. So we're excited to get these out. This is not the same locomotive you've seen in our Polar Express and other Lionel HO ready to run sets for the past 2 years. This is all new tooling, much more heavily detailed, lots of different road name and prototype variations, and in the case here with this new special America 250th anniversary edition, this one will have ESU Loc sound in this as well. So you'll have DCC and Loc sound on board, which is a huge plus, along with the fan-driven smoke and all of the different lighting options and so forth. So if you're a hardcore HO guy, this gives you a great new patriotic engine to add to your want list to celebrate the anniversary year. Things really seem to start be kicking off now in a bigger and bigger way. Every time we turn around, it looks like there's another group out there getting ready to start celebrating. And if you're looking for more prototypical road names, well, we still have those on back order as well. And those should all be delivering later this year. So we're on track now for delivery this year, and things are looking good.
Yeah, and that's a really awesome paint scheme, and a lot of people are excited about it. And the America 250 is really a big deal. A lot of people are getting excited and amped up. A lot of real train lines have been, doing different paint schemes and stuff like that. So it's a really exciting time, and a lot of cool paint schemes out there.
Awesome. So, with that in mind, I'll turn it over to Megan here and let her talk about some of the great rolling stock options and other things we have planned for the line this year too.
Yeah, as you noted, 250 America is a big deal. So we've got a whole lot of product to go along with it, including some really fun, great items like the Army Searchlight car. This is actually new tooling for us. We have added a searchlight function to our flat car and work caboose. The Army theme, I think, is really great for those who have been collecting different paint schemes there. We also have some new tooling as well in the aquarium car. The 250th anniversary celebration parade aquarium car will have the motion belt on the inside with the little parade celebrating America's 250th going around the car as it goes down the track. This is motorized, has an on-off switch in the underside. Again, really fun and really excited to have some new tooling in the line for this year. Adding on to new tooling, we also have the Alexander Hamilton Mint car. So again, using that same kind of Mint car body with the translucent windows and a gold load inside. What better way to celebrate America than to celebrate some of the founding fathers? And I think this Mint car has just a really great classy paint scheme with a nod to Alexander Hamilton and the first bank.
Very neat.
As we move on to the other page here, we have a couple new soundbox cars. The first one being the patriotic USA 250th anniversary soundbox car with the really great graphics and the US 250th logo on the side. Plays America the Beautiful on a timed loop, has an on and off switch on the underside. Some patriotic sounds as well. I think this one's going to be a really big hit. It did really well in our O gauge line, and I think will do well in the HO line as well. Another really fun car with sound in it is the Screamin' Eagle sound box car. If you go to Lionel.com, we actually just recently posted a video of the O gauge version, so that'll give you a preview of the sounds that are going to be in there. But it has the Screamin' Eagle on the side, some really great patriotic music, just kind of really screams America for 250, and I think a really fun paint scheme there. Keeping on with the Mint cars, we have one for Fort Knox. And then we round it out with a great billboard 2-pack with some double-sided billboard inserts, one that says Land of the Free and Home of the Brave, and then some really great patriotic images as well that you can choose to display on your layout.
Yeah. And that Screaming Eagle sound boxcar is really cool. It's something totally unique, different, but sound for HO cars. I mean, it's so simple, it's almost unheard of. But it's like it's missing from the HO market, that fun and excitement. And Lionel just does a great job bringing that play value to HO trains. And what better way to get the whole family involved with different songs and sounds. A Screaming Eagle like that, that's just really awesome creativity. And it's quite honestly, no HO company does that, and Lionel's really doing a great job with that.
Yeah, they're fun. They sound really good. Good, Ryan.
Yeah, so lots more fun sounds coming in the pages ahead too. But yeah. I can attest. My office is right around the corner from Tracy now, and listening to the audio as he was putting that one together, it's a fun car. I think people will definitely enjoy it on your layouts.
That's great.
All right. Keeping on, and something new for the HO line, we introduced this in our 2026 C1 catalog with a couple of items, but we now have Made in the USA 250th boxcars. These are all printed and assembled in-house here in Lionel Concord. We kick it off with the America 250th boxcar. This was actually shown in our 2026 C1 as part of our larger collection there. But we did want to show it again for those who collect HO that didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, Megan. This is probably one of the best selling HO cars out there. People are going crazy for this. It's just really beautiful, iconic United States of America, the 250 logo and everything, celebration of America. People are going crazy for this. I'm just looking at the amount of pre-orders and seeing what's, everybody's ordering it. And this is like one of the top sellers and in all of HO scale, not just Lionel. And people are really going nuts over this.
Yeah, we're glad that people are resonating with it. The art on the side, kudos to our creative team here at Lionel. They did a really great job putting this collection together. We have a really unique and fun logo, and what better way to show that off than to actually do these in-house. So I think the collection's just a really great tribute to America. And again, the graphics came out really, really nice. We continue that lineup with a celebration of the presidential boxcars, starting off with Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Roosevelt. This will be a year-over-year collection. For those familiar with the O-gauge line, this is something that people like to start their collection on and grab every piece. So we're getting that started here as well. And then on the other side of the page here, we have a tribute to the Declaration of Independence for the 250th. And then some nods to the founding fathers as well, with Ben Franklin, James Madison, and John Hancock. Again, have the great quotes from them, have the great graphics on the side. Again, a really great time to display these cars in the year of the 250th.
Very neat.
Moving far away from the 250th and into Halloween, we have, again, some really fun new tooling, which is excited in the HO line. I'm happy that we're continuing to expand upon the rolling stock, and we have the Halloween Searchlight car. This has our existing flat car with a working searchlight and a generator on the back of the car. The searchlight itself has a fun skull graphic on it. Will fully illuminate. Again, still has that weighted for the reliable operation. Ties back really well with the Transylvania Railroad set that we offered a couple years ago. I'm excited to have, again, some new tooling here. Continuing on with that, we have the Ichabod crane car. Again, this is the flat car with the work boost body on it and the crane as well attached, which is really fun. As we continue to talk about great sounds, we have the Howler Hauler, which is the Werewolf Sound stock car. That'll be a fun one to put together. And then we have some coach car options if you'd like to add on to your Transylvania Railroad Halloween freight set. We have 3 new coaches with a baggage, a coach car, and an observation car. This will all have the flicker-free lighting inside, but the LEDs will be purple, which I think will be fun to add to this collection.
Yeah, Megan, this is great. Lionel, I'll say the king and queen of Halloween. They really did a great job in O scale, kind of creating its own niche. It was always Christmas in trains, but Halloween kind of Lionel, took it on and spearheaded Halloween and trains, and it just became so huge in O scale. Now they're doing it with HO, and a lot of people really love this. They love getting involved with Halloween and having their trains run around, and even like a candy bowl. It's something so simple you could do, and Lionel's doing a great job offering these Halloween products that nobody offers. It's just unbelievable. So again, Lionel's trying something a little out of the box, but people are going crazy over this stuff.
Yeah, and we just received our first printed mock-ups of the new loads for these. So here's let me try and get this where you can see it in the camera. The new generator load, which turned out really quite nice here on the flat car, and then the Searchlight 2, of course. We've tested these out. They do stay nice, stay on there even over dirty track and track joints and whatnot. So very happy with the operation. The generator's turning out quite nice, so you may see this down the road as another separately available piece even as well for loading other cars or just part of your scenes. And then also the new derrick is coming along quite well. A nice piece to add on to the work caboose tooling that we have, really nicely detailed, and something that we haven't had in the line. So excited to see these. We've got the early first sample too of the new mint and aquarium parts. So these are going to be a lot of fun too. Again, it's that sort of classic Lionel history and traditional Lionel that people love, but brought into the HO scale world. So Megan's been great with creative ways of pulling it in with a whole bunch of different themes. So kudos to her for that.
Very neat. Cool samples. And a Searchlight car. Again, it sounds so simple, like everybody must have had it in HO. And I don't think there's any Searchlight cars in HO. This is like a first time. It's like unbelievable. Groundbreaking stuff for stuff. In O scale, everybody's had the Searchlight car for such a long time, but this is like new, exciting for HO. It's crazy.
All right. And of course, can't be Lionel without the Polar Express. So we have some really great new add-ons this year. Again, taking that mint car and filling it with presents for the Polar Express. I love the decoration on the side of this. It's got the printed graphics, comes out really well. And then it'll have the actual wrapped presents on the interior there instead of like a gold load. Again, it's Polar, you got to have presents inside of it. So that'll be fun to have those pieces and boxes in there. And then for those who collect the reefers, we have a new hot chocolate reefer. Again, great graphics on the side there with the reefer opening door. I think these came out really nice, and just another great 2 items to add to the ever-growing Polar Express line in HO. And another one that's really, really fun, and I think super excited. I feel like everyone has kind of had their Polar Express moment, whether they go take a ride on the train or go to a storybook telling or have a Polar Express day at school. You can kind of commemorate those memories with your kids and your family by putting it on a personalized boxcar. So that'll be really fun, and that you can add to the line as well. And then moving into Christmas, we have that great Searchlight car again with the Santa tracker with the Searchlight car there. Again, we'll have the illuminated searchlight, Santa silhouette on the lens there, and the generator. Adding again some motion into the line, we have the Santa sleigh ride aquarium car. This will have Santa on his sleigh in the snowy scene in the night, going through a neighborhood and flying through the car. Another one that does really well year over year and adds to people collection is the 2026 Christmas box car. This was actually shown in 2026 C1 catalog, but wanted to show it here again for those who might have missed it. And then adding on again this year with a Christmas sound box car. This will have the great holiday sounds and holiday music on a timed loop as well.
Yeah, for the Christmas box car and Christmas items, make sure you get your pre-order in because they become so limited. It's crazy. Everybody goes nuts over this. And for O scale, the dated Christmas boxcar was and it continues to be the collectible piece that everybody wants to add on to buy for their kids, their grandkids, their own collection. It's really just that iconic piece of Lionel tradition when collecting Christmas trains. And Lionel is replicating that collectability factor and that iconic, I got to get that dated Christmas boxcar year after year for HO now. And it's really amazing. And, we see the numbers. Sometimes they get even bigger than O scale now. It's wild. Everybody's getting into this. And Lionel's really the only one making like these unique Christmas items. And they're doing such a great job. So kudos to Megan and Ryan and their team out there. But even just that sound Christmas boxcar, that looks so elegant and classy. And just a real nice Christmas boxcar, and to have it play sounds is something that is very unique. I know it sounds basic, but HO doesn't have that, and if they do, it's just very limited. So they're really getting all this animation and play value for it. So they're doing a great job.
Thank you. We have a great time putting these together. There's always great ideas year over year, and I think they came out really well this year.
Yeah.
All right. Harry Potter is celebrating its 25 years this year. And to kind of cap off the movie boxcar collection, we have the final 2 items in the series. We have Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows. We've been doing these every catalog cycle, and this will kind of conclude it as we've hit every movie there. For the special 25th anniversary, we do have a Musakar as well, with the great graphics from the first movie there and the special 25 years of magic logos there. Additionally, we have some billboards celebrating the different locations within Hogsmeade. So you get the billboard pack with the 2 frames, and then you get 2 double-sided inserts, one for Hogsmeade Station. You've got Borgin and Burkes and Gringotts, and one just celebrating Hogsmeade as well. I think these are fun to add to any train layout. All right, continuing on with our Looney Tunes collection, and again, speaking of great sounds, I can almost hear the car before it's even jumping off the screen here. We have the Tasmanian Devil sound stock car. I think you can all hear Taz in your head and the havoc that he wreaks. So we have the stock car here. Imagine that Taz is running through it. You kind of got him busting out of the side there. This will be fun. A lot of great sounds available for us to put in that car. Again, it'll have the on and off switch. They'll be on a timed loop. Really fun piece there. Additionally, we have the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote aquarium car. So again, you're going to get that motion inside where Wile E. Coyote is chasing Roadrunner through the car. Those images will be printed on the belt, and we'll move through the car as it's powered. Lastly, for aquarium cars on this page, we have the Tom and Jerry aquarium car as well. Tom and Jerry actually recently celebrated 85 years, and we wanted to continue it on with the great graphics that they've given us and do one that has Tom chasing Jerry through the car. I think that's a really fun piece and has some really great graphics there. Keeping it up with more Warner Brothers items, how could we not do a Searchlight car and not do the bat signal? So we have the DC Batman bat signal car. You have the Searchlight with the bat signal graphic on it. This is just a great piece. It always does well in the O-gauge line when we do some type of lantern with the bat signal on it, and I think people are really going to like this as well.
Yeah, Megan, I'm glad you mentioned that because I believe you did it in O scale and I believe S scale, if I'm not mistaken, and both of them went berserk. Everybody was ordering them, and it was like the hottest thing. And it's like the perfect pairing, a Searchlight and the bat signal. Like you have to. And whoever thought of that originally to put it on the train, it was a great idea and an absolute slam dunk. And this for HO scale, people are going to go wild for it.
Yeah, I think it's a great piece, and just another one to add to that collector who collects either DC, Justice League, Batman. So a really fun piece there. We also have some Superman pieces as well. Obviously, Superman has to fly through the aquarium car. He's got him flying through Metropolis there. So that'll be within the aquarium. We also have just a really fun graphic box car with Superman. He's had a lot of great movie releases lately, and just the great graphics with Superman, Supergirl, Crypto. I think this car is just loud and exciting, and it has some really great graphics on it. And then rounding out Batman, we actually have a Gotham City glow-in-the-dark box car. So everything that you see there on the car that's in blue will actually glow when the lights turn out. You kind of charge it up with a flashlight or your phone or just a really bright room, and then turn the lights off, and it'll glow as it goes around the track. All right, moving into John Deere. The reefer box cars do really well every year. We take some vintage advertisements from John Deere put them on the side of the reefer here. They have just a really great amount of all their vintage ads with the great tractors. I know a lot of people collect John Deere or just like to sneak them into their contest. I think they're great pieces year over year with the bright green and yellow. And speaking of bright green, and something new that we want to introduce into the HO line is our Area 51 railroad items. We had a lot of fun bringing this down into the HO line as well with a Skyscanner Searchlight car, the Area 51 crane car. Imagine it's, you know, right on the rails about to recover a UFO. And then we have the alien containment car. So this will be our transport car with a translucent insert in it, and it'll have a green light feature, so it'll glow as it goes down the track with the LED illumination. And then we move into Anheuser-Busch, who is celebrating a 150th anniversary as well. We have the great Anheuser-Busch beer car with the 150th anniversary graphics on the side. We have a Happy Holidays reefer with the great Clydesdales and a vintage ad reefer as well. We've been doing the reefers now for the last few cycles. I think they're great. They're very collectible and they have really great graphics on them. And then moving into Wings of Angels, we have Victoria, Casey, and Jussie. And then we're continuing on along with the Wings of Angels Christmas cards as well, with our second edition in that line featuring Olga. Really matches the previous Wings of Angels Christmas card that we did in kind of theme and coloring, and I think it is going to be a great collector piece as well.
Yeah, the Wings of Angels have done very well as the Anheuser-Busch. But here's a sample of the, let's see if I could, the Wings of Angel boxcar. This is from the previous catalog, but look at the artwork and how they get that. Nobody could do that in HO. Lionel does a great job with that, and just beautiful. And these pinup girls, and just the design and the history of the planes and the wars. It's just really tremendous. Lionel does a great job with all of it. But this has become a very popular series, as well as Anheuser-Busch. I mean, it's just one of those iconic, licensing that they're working with. And Anheuser-Busch actually had a beer train, right, Rye? You're on mute, but he's shaking his head.
Yeah. The 150th anniversary card that we did sort of takes some of its graphic inspiration from some of the older original billboard reefers from late 19th, early 20th century time frame. So we combine a little bit of the old and the present to pull the whole circle together, but still do move a whole lot of their product by rail. So not quite as well advertised on the outside today for probably pretty obvious reasons.
I applied for the engineer for the beer train, but they didn't select me. But maybe one of these days. It sounds like a dream job.
Practice. Yeah.
Yeah, and no drinking and driving. It's quite would be hard to do. It's great beer, great history, and a train engineer job. Why not throw it all together?
All right. We have some great crane cars as well, and some prototypical but slightly fantasy schemes here with the MOW crane car, Boston and Maine, and the Union Pacific and its MOW scheme. These came out really well. I love the graphics on them. I'm really a big fan of the UP green-blue color there. And then for sound cars, we have Jack's Donkey Farm with the donkey sounds in it, which is a favorite of Ryan's, and I think came out really well.
That's awesome.
And then we have a couple more billboard packs, again, whether it be east or west, whatever way you model, with some great vintage advertisements for different railroads as well. Again, you get 2 billboards in the pack, and then each insert is double-sided, so you can choose to display whichever one you want within the pack. And then celebrating a big anniversary as well, we've got Conrail with their 50th anniversary boxcar. Again, this one will be printed and assembled in the U.S. Some great graphics there, some great history on the car. I think this is a really nice piece.
Ryan ordered all of the Conrail cars, so they may be sold out. But if there's extra, it will be a really cool car.
No, that definitely getting one of those, and I think there's got to be a donkey car in my future too. It's they used me as the sound recording for it, so we're good.
You got to get the Shrek license next time. Megan's thinking about it.
Never say never, Ken.
That's right. Right.
All right, keeping up with our Musas. This is a really fun collection. I think it's super unique, and just what a great year to kind of get this started. Then in the 250th celebration eve, we have some state box cars. So the plan is to do all 50 states, starting off with the first colonies here. We have Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. I think what's great about these is like it gives you that like road trip vibe. So you have it's kind of inspired by the like wish you were here postcards, but also has like that sticker effect where it's like you've gone on a road trip, you've collected all the stickers and placed it on the side of the car. They have, the state flag or the state bird or just, notable icons from that state. I think whether you're a completionist and you have to collect them all, or maybe you want to, purchase the state that you're from, I think these are really fun.
Very neat.
And then rounding it out, we did announce these earlier in the year, but wanted to show them again here. The tooling for these is underway now. A high-end, well-detailed model, first time produced like this in HO, of the maximum scale test cars. So these are really, really neat piece. A lot of railroads had these, at least 1 or 2 of them, to test the different track scales at their yards or at industries to calibrate weights and make sure they were billing properly. And neither the railroad nor the customer was getting screwed out of payment on things because the scales were off. This was an interesting design that was larger than the previous cars, but has its own drive mechanism, so you could position the scale, the legs itself, and lift the car up on each of the segments of a larger scale without needing a locomotive there to reposition it all the time. So this sort of marketed as a bit of a labor-saving device and time-saving device for the railroads. And these were pretty common. So it's a great piece if you've never experimented with one of the Lionel HO freight cars before. Here's a great opportunity if you've got one of your favorite railroads covered on this. And if not, you might see it in the next release. But you probably only need one for your railroad. But it's a fun piece. All new tooling. The trucks will have rotating bearing caps, metal wheels, of course. The car is also weighted, and we have our scale-sized or closer to scale-sized metal couplers on these as well. So really good-looking piece from top to bottom, underbody details, separate detailing, separate handrails, and so forth on this. So really nice car, and really looking forward to getting these in hand.
Yep. Rye, if it makes you like a consolation prize, Conrail is selling the best on this one.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
But why would that be? It's I don't know. That's it. I find that interesting. I would have thought maybe like the Burlington Northern because of the yellow, kind of like the Minutes Way or something, or maybe Union Pacific is always popular. But unless you just popped into those orders and you're really cornering the market.
No, I think as a Conrail fan, I think we're a fiercely loyal group that that sees things we like and supports it. So it's always good to see that, and good to know that I'm not alone in liking Big Blue.
That's right.
But whatever railroad you choose, there's some cool graphics on these. Very nice. They're interesting cars. They don't really look like anything else out there. And so it's kind of something to have in your roster that you don't normally see every day, and have some fun with it operationally too. You can have a lot of fun with these. They can go anywhere and be spotted anywhere, and gives your switch crew a little something extra to do that day with one of these cars.
Yeah, this is something totally unique. When I saw like the name of it, I didn't see the picture. I just saw Lionel was coming out with test cars. I didn't think it was going to be this kind of tooling. So this is really exciting for the HO scale market. No one really has this out there. So this is really unique, something different, and pretty exciting, new tooling. So great stuff. We're excited to see that.
Absolutely. So that's all of our catalog items for this release. There will definitely be some more things dropping throughout the year from us in HO. And Ken, I know you have a couple of customs that you've done through us and are working on with us as well for TrainWorld.
Yeah, we have some great stuff. And before I get to the exclusives, these just came out, these little ore cars. I don't know, Rye, if you want to talk a little bit about these, but this is a new tooling project as well. And these are really great amount of detail on these.
The G38s were our first high-end HO model in quite some time, and first for rolling stock. It's a Pennsylvania Railroad prototype that made it into the Conrail years up into the early 1990s, mid 1990s, primarily for hauling iron ore and taconite in unit trains. Those, along with the slightly larger G39s, were a very common sight on a lot of the eastern Pennsylvania and Conrail, Penn Central rails. The G39s have been available in HO for a long, long time, but we finally wanted to get the G38s out there, because if you see pictures of those ore trains, they were pretty well mixed in, and you had the sort of stair step look to the train as it went by, and this helps get you that look that Pennsy ore train modelers have been looking for a long time. So again, like you said, a lot of separately applied detail, nicely weighted, good truck scale couplers. Just really a lot of underbody detail in there as well. Road number specific decoration on some of the later schemes, where we tried as best as we could through the rust and the dents on the sides of the cars to get accurate reway information, and car heritage numbers and things like that were all researched on those as well. So we did our best to make them as accurate as possible. All you need to do now is weather them up and throw in some loads, which we also make. We make a plastic load available that have a weight inside, so you can load and unload them easily with a magnet. You don't have to pick up the cars and fiddle with them to get your loads in and out, which is also a nice little addition to have. Very neat.
And Lionel also was kind enough. They sent us 2 samples. I'm not sure if we sent this on showed this on the last show we had with you guys, but these are kind of a unique design that we came up with, and just a iconic tribute to Pennsylvania and the Pennsylvania Railroad. And we did both Tuscan and Brunswick green, kind of like the GG1 series to match the GG1s. But it's got that gold trim and really neat, and the oversized Keystone logo. They're really coming out great, so we're excited about those. And those are Lionel HO items, so we're excited about that. And Lionel has been a great partner with us for making some of these brand new exclusives, so we appreciate their support. And we also have some newer items we haven't announced yet, and these are the new NS Paint Scheme series, as well as some of the older series, but never really been done before in HO. So we're excited about it. It's something different, unique, and just adds some a pop of tenacity to your layout. So really cool looking paint schemes there as well. And we got to update the artwork. I actually just reminder, I got to reach out to John on that. But some unique stuff, and This is the big boy boxcar, and that should be probably coming in soon, but something a little bit different, unique. It's got the big boy markings on as well. But also one thing we should kind of just touch up on, the Berks are, what's the status on those? And for those that don't know about the Berks, this is brand new tooling from Lionel. This is a high-end model Berk, correct, Rye?
Correct. So this would be like the American one we showed at the start of the catalog show with the all-new graphics on that. But what you have here are all of our wonderful, more prototypical options, as well as a few fun fantasy schemes in there as well. But we're doing 3 different prototype variations for the nickel plate, Pear Marquette, and Chesapeake and Ohio versions of these 284s, which shared a lot of details in common, but still quite a number of detailed differences as well between the 3 series. And our hope is to do some additional variants in the not too distant future using the same tooling base. All of these that you see here are available either DCC ready or with DCC on board with ESU Loc 5 decoders for your DCC and sound control. And all new tooling, really a beautiful locomotive, very common and well-known locomotive as well. This is one of our fantasy schemes, our 777 for the nickel plate that we did in O scale, and has done very well for us, and has spawned a few reorders and some custom runs of matching cars and things like that. So thought people may enjoy this, and then the similar chassis orange and silver version with the C&O details as well. So we've got a couple of fun ones out there, but if you're a purist, we've also got some very nice, well-detailed locomotives for you that will be right up your alley here.
Yeah, I don't know if the HO market are ready for these, because in O scale, as soon as they come out and people saw the paint schemes, everybody fell in love with these. And I think that's what's going to happen with HO. They're going to see these paint schemes and they're going to say, wow, that is impressive. I mean, it's truly a beautiful engine, just really nice. And Lionel really is doing a great job with the offering selection. And Ryan is a history buff, and it's got an encyclopedia of trains. So we know these are going to be really highly detailed and truly accurate as much as we can. So really great job. We're excited to see these come out.
Yeah, the delivery should be around fall of this year.
Okay. Wow.
For fall this year.
That's actually quick. All right. And all right. So that's great. And Lionel is making a ton of HO products. And just on pre-order alone, we have over 150 HO items on pre-order. That's not even in stock. So tons of new items to select. I actually made a ton of notes. Lionel is going to be hearing from us about what they got left and scrambling, because a lot of this, some great ordering on it. People are really excited and seeing it on the license stuff, the Christmas stuff, the Wings of Angels, Peanuts. We didn't even talk about Peanuts, but that is like one of the hottest HO cars out there. Everybody loves, the Peanut series. Megan, I'm not sure if you want to touch up on that, on how you got offering into HO, but that's like huge.
Yeah, they did really well. Both Peanuts cars, focusing on the Great Pumpkin and focusing on the Christmas special, they came out really, really beautiful. I think our first delivery of those is actually set to arrive here in the next couple weeks. So they should be headed your way soon. But the art, the graphics on those, we were pleasantly surprised with the response that we received on the Peanuts items. All the stuff, again, from the last catalog, shipping soon, and looks really, really nice. I'm excited to get it in everyone's hands.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're super excited, and the HO stuff has really been far exceeding our expectations and doing so well. So we're really thankful you guys, both of you, came on tonight. We do appreciate it, Megan and Ryan. And thank you. A big shout out to Lionel for creating these awesome HO products and really bringing some excitement to your HO layout.
Well, thank you, Ken. We always appreciate the opportunity to come on here and talk about trains. And I think we try and take the best of what we know how to do in O-Gauge and bring that into the HO market to provide equipment that should run well with, because we try and stress quality in the components of metal wheels and metal couplers and proper weight and things like that. So even if it's a Snoopy boxcar, it should still run well on anybody's layout without problems. If it doesn't, it's no fun. And then couple that with realistic detail where we want it, but then also just the ability to have a little bit of fun with these things and do crazy things like werewolf stock cars and Tasmanian devil cars and things like that are just going to be fun on your layout if you tuck that in there every now and then.
That's right. That's right. All right, Megan. Well, I thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Rye, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. And also, someone just asked a good question. Let me just share this to DJ Mike. Yes, next Wednesday, 5:30, we are going to do a Vision Line Big Boy special. So Lionel will be on Wednesday, May 13th, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So bring your turntables, DJ Mike. It's going to be a great event, and we may need some music, but we're looking forward to that. That's for you O-scalers out there, Vision Line Big Boy. So we'll be excited about that. But thank you both very much, and we got some fans of the peanut collection as well. So big shout out to everyone. Thank you for watching tonight. We appreciate it. Have a great night, and make sure you get your Lionel HO trains and also O-scale trains at trainworld.com. Appreciate it, everyone. Have a great night.